YouTube, we are back with the second to last chapter. We're playing chapter 11 of the Dead Space remake. This is Chuck Beaver. He was a former dev writer of all the doing the marker of the Dead Space the original Dead Space. We're joined by Chad today. Hi everybody.
Hi Chad. So much fun. All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
How did Brian convince you to do this series of videos and stream? Well, I don't know, we talked about it. We're best friends, so...
Yeah, I mean, I think it was your idea initially, actually. When it was coming out, you're like, oh, we should do a playthrough. And I was like, that sounds fun.
Well, we have a good mix of skills. Like, Brian is more technically savvy and up on everything needed for this. So he's running all that, and I just bring the history.
Bring the fun stories.
Yeah.
Mr. Clark, we're approaching the hangar bay. We'll meet you there with the marker.
Did he take the ship?
Oh, this is kind. Okay, sorry. Well, he grabbed...
We'll send the hive mind back into the darkness.
So glad you gave that guy the only escape shuttle.
She's not happy.
Shit, Isaac. Those things you've killed, their biomass is pulled down in the cargo bay. It's recombined itself into...
Oh, is it
it's
another
something
boss?
huge, and the marker's embedded right in the middle. How the hell do we do this?
I've got the Ishimura's cargo cranes. They can move half of the mining gear, no problem. If whatever's down there wants to wrestle for the marker, I'm in.
Hell yeah.
Override the safeties, and yes, it might work. But hurry. We're losing critical systems fast.
Insane fight's coming up, he says.
Oh boy.
Do I think third person or first person is better for horror games? I'm a third person fan, although both can obviously work. So, guys, remind us what happened. So why is Kine in the escape shuttle? We just put the Singularity Core in the executive shuttle. Why do we need him?
He's in that shuttle, and so he's basically...
Why aren't we in the shuttle?
Because we got pulled away by the tentacle.
Oh, we got yanked away by the tentacles. So he came down and got into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I should have two guns, what do you think? Line gun and plasma?
Well, plasma cutter, I'm a fan of, maybe the line gun. I use the contact beam a lot, but I would go maybe line gun. Here's what I want to give a call out here. How did you guys come up with the idea for the chapter title Easter egg? That is Richard Carrillo. Hi, Richard. He was a producer under me at the time, and he had this cool idea, and it was proof that good ideas can come from anywhere on the team, and he had kind of pitched it, and I think it struck our creative director quite well, and so we got in, and we named him all those things. Weird that it makes that exact, enough chapters that it makes that phrase, because that's just a stroke of luck.
I'm going to buy as much ammo as I can right now.
Kind of taking the shuttle to the main hangar where we came to the game from. When the marker was loaded, he's pointing like, okay, great. Always use plasma cutter, maybe the force gun.
Yeah, I'm bringing the force gun with me. Get up close and personal. I like to keep this for...
So, did the tentacle, guys in the original, the tentacle didn't grab the marker and yank it down to the hangar bay. Like, that was just, that whole executive shuttle thing was just there, and then I forgot what made us have to go back. Hey Chuck, Kendra seems to be hiding in the server room the whole time. Thoughts? She sure does. That was like Wright Bagwell, one of the designers who came on for Dead Space 2, I think noted, he was like, he just sort of rolled his eyes. Was it him that said that? Somebody on the team also noticed that was like, is she just sitting in this room watching us? Like, is she just like playing like Uber, you know, communicator? A little bit, you know. You need to have somebody who's like doing that.
They're doing a good job of like, it's because across 12 chapters of the game, how do you keep the tension escalating higher and higher? And I think what they're doing now that's interesting is like even just literally having your vision blur, having the corpses start talking to you, like showing that he's starting to lose his mind.
That's so good. What does the Dead Space 2 chapter spell? They don't. We actually didn't want to repeat the gag, so we didn't have it spell anything.
Get out of my way. Excuse me, sir, you're in the way of loot. Oh!
Yeah, okay, the marker was in the hangar bay the whole time in the original. Got it. Okay, good.
I don't know what I just picked up.
Approaching Ping? Oh no, is Ping in here now?
Is that a person?
I did not play Callisto Protocol. Ping is another one of an Ian Millum special.
Oh, buddy.
Oh boy.
Hi, Marker.
Ping was... Ian had a really hard time keeping the team on brand with Ping. Ping was like, the only thing was Ping was like, there's always Ping. And it wasn't supposed to be explained as to what it was. He was like, no, it's an ineffable thing. It's like a lifestyle marketing thing, you know. It's not, doesn't have a definition. It's just meant to be a vibe. Before vibe was a thing. This is like, I don't know, 10 years ago, and Ian had vibe even back then. So he was just trying to get a bunch of nerds to figure that out. It's really hard. So there's always ping is supposed to be unexplained. It's literally just the, you know, height of a piece of vibe. You just picked ping up. Ah, poop. Ping is in your inventory.
Oh, I did it. Oh, that's what I picked up. Okay, thanks guys. I know I picked up something.
Your favorite dude.
Yeah, he's my favorite. I love him. He's great. I'm gonna hit him.
We can tell you guys. Well, I don't want to tell you guys what people think. Should we tell what the chapters spell?
I think we already spoiled it in the before. Yeah.
So if you don't know what the chapters of Dead Space 1 spell, they spell Nicole is dead.
Spoilers!
Oh my gosh. Ping gives you 30,000 credits.
Oh my god. Oh, if I go sell them?
Ooh, blah, blah, blah. That's
Do we want to? I kind of want to go do that.
I want to go sell ping. Yeah. Gotta wait. Move. Oh, it's so exciting, guys. We're getting close to the end of the game. These chapters. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, how do you feel? Does it feel like nostalgic at all, or is it like?
It's just the weirdest rush of memory because, you know, as you're making the game and the chapters take months to do, right? And you play through them endlessly, play through the whole game. You're busy, you know, securing the cinematics and doing all the logs, and just doing all of it. And like, to just play through them, it just reminds you of like, it's almost like a smell from a very important time of your life. And it's just like, wow, yeah, that's right. When we first played these chapters and then refined them and they got stood up and we had to, you know, clean out all the story and make sure everything was working. It's just, yeah, it's just a big rush.
30,000 credits.
It's a party time. What are we going to do with all those credits?
Now the question is, do I sell more stuff to get to the upgraded suit? And the answer is yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care if this is dumb, chat, but I'm doing it.
We're going to sell everything, chat. We're going to go for the suit.
Let's do it, baby.
Don't forget the diamond circuitry. Oh, do you have a diamond circuitry?
Oh, do I have one? I didn't see one while I looked. Here it is. Is this the highest level suit? I think this might be the
Oh, is this the ultimate suit?
I think so.
Yeah, we're buying the suit. We're buying the suit. Yeah, why do the wall guys scream so much? I don't know. That was just a good...
Because they're scary.
Look at these suits. It's like, oh yeah, you thought the last one had more things and stuff on it? There's even more things sticking off this suit.
Yeah, I mean his suit, even though the silhouette doesn't change, just the fact that they like make him a little bulkier, he just looks. Let's go in the light here.
Yeah, look at that. That's just.
Yeah, you see like his shoulder pieces are bigger and his shoulders are bigger.
Oh, and he's got a full. The armor now appears on the other side. Normally, it's only on his the camera-facing arm, which is this one on his right. Wow, that's really good.
Bulked him up. Hell yeah.
To be fair, you guys, it really was an achievement of Chibai Lau and Ian Millam to have pulled off a suit that is iconic and had our own look to it. Like it's like trying to come up with stormtroopers. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do you invent something that's never been seen before?
Well, I think you were saying that when you were first had the we walked out.
That worked.
When you first were doing concept art for the suit, didn't you say there was like dozens upon dozens of all the different ones?
Yeah, dude, this is my favorite story. We had like a whole wall, you know, the big tall creative office wall, and it was like 138 version of the suit was the one that we were on.
138.
And I remember Michael Condrey, he was joking. He walks up to the wall and he just sees all the work that has gone into this 138th version, and he points to it and he goes, "Could we just start with this one?"
And everyone there who's like,
we're like, yeah, the only way out is through, Michael. No, we don't get to start at the end. But it was cute. He was being funny.
Let's see. Let's upgrade the force gun.
I love the screams. I wish they kept. He was talking about the wall huggers. I wish they kept the yeep of the exploders in the remake. I know, right? The exploders were my favorite sound. They just had a really great.
Yeah.
That was so fun. Oh, somebody got a collector's edition Isaac helmet in the mail yesterday. You guys, in the interceding years between when this first came out and now, like LED technology and all this stuff has come so far that stuff like the cool helmets are possible that we weren't able to do for merchandise back then. So, I don't know. I'm gonna have to dig into it too. I'm gonna have to get myself some
Yeah.
flags. Oh, good.
One of these guys.
Oh no, you struck the burst. Killed them all.
Did I do that too fast?
No.
Oh. A
if
baby
you kill,
comes out.
The pregnants are the trick is if you kill the pregnant but don't shoot its belly, you kill it without releasing the hind, the horde.
Oh, a baby came out of him this time though. That's kind of cool.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you could change the code where it gives birth to a next to a lurker. That's fun.
Yeah, when you were, I know you were mentioning when you guys first were like cosplaying your own suit when you were first releasing Dead Space. What did you do for the wire inside or for the lights inside?
Well, we nearly killed ourselves with epoxy at the time, so it was like we met someone who made the helmet. I forgot a group we had made some of the armor bits. And we had the helmet made, and the funny part is the helmet in the game is too small for Isaac's actual head.
Oh, really?
So a life-size helmet is a little bit Darth Vader Episode 4 big, right?
Yeah.
And so it was L wire at the time. That was the only way you could get any kind of LED wire, which is a long piece of copper with a phosphorescent coating on it, and you pass a charge through it and it lights up. And we did it in cyan, and we had this moldable plastic in the helmet, and we glued the L wire in and hooked it up. My buddy Jay Wagner, who was our cosplayer, and my best friend in San Francisco at the time, couldn't see out of the helmet. So we just got to sit there and be Isaac, sweating like crazy. It was really
just having a bad time.
He was a trooper. It was crazy.
What the hell am I supposed to do right now?
Destroy those 4 post shelves and use the spikes as weapons. Okay.
It says to engage the crane. I don't know how to do that. Look at this room. This looks like the inside of a Nostromo in Alien with like the fog and the spotlights.
Cable hanging
yeah.
and catching the light is really.
If only they had the chain. They got the water coming down. If only they had the chains clinking.
Oh man, it's so good. Like those things really describe the space well when it comes from the ceiling down through the light. It really gives a sense of it.
Yeah.
So what are you supposed to do here? What is your?
I gotta
objectives?
fucking turn on a crane or something. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do.
There's a poster you got to shoot on the side where the screamer was. Okay. Are you guys working on some game at the moment, writing or otherwise? I'm on an unannounced. Well, actually, that's not true. I was on an unannounced title at Scopely, which is still unannounced, so I can't talk about that. And I'm helping out with one of their games now called Kingdom, which is actually live.
Yes.
What are you doing, Brian?
I am working at a AAA game company. That's all I'm gonna say.
Good enough, sir.
As a producer.
Yep.
Where do guys, I'm so lost right now.
Master security override required.
There's a computer at the back of the room. Okay.
What's your favorite suit design in the Dead Space series? You know, the classic suit at this point it wasn't my favorite in the beginning, but has become so iconic that any of these iterations, I think suit 3 is probably my favorite. Confirmed, Brian works for
Here we
Motive.
go. You guys like it?
You guys like what I'm doing?
There we
No,
go.
there's
I had
some
to
motive.
find this computer.
Is misaligned.
Transfer marker to the loading bay.
Shipment 72 is misaligned. Oh, that sounds like a problem.
Oh. Oh, and of course there's gonna be
Maximum
guys.
weight load exceeded.
Kind of a gamer here, guys. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm kind of good at killing bad guys.
Look
Oh,
around
boy.
for more glowy pustules and tentacles to shoot.
Okay, I gotta kill more
Did
tentacles.
you see that Naughty Dog
Oh,
seasoned
buddy.
art artist that created a Dante's Inferno family film? No, I didn't. How about that?
Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, were you on Dante's?
No, I didn't actually work on that with J.K. Knight. Jonathan Knight was the executive on that, but I worked with him on Simpsons when I had to go to Simpsons for a little bit of time on Dead Space, so I got to know him. I did do his cosplay suit for Dante.
Oh, buddy.
Oh boy. Oh,
Okay,
God,
here we go.
smack you. And the poor guy who we got to do it was a bodybuilder dude from Visceral, and we put him in chainmail for Dante. It was so heavy. He was like, that's enough. We had to leave after the first day. He was like, my neck is coned, so it couldn't actually work.
No, switch weapons. No.
Don't forget Nicole's question. The ending is so good. So before we go, we might have to. Which enemy was hard to design, program, and balance in the entire series? You know, I don't actually know that. That's a good gameplay mechanic thing, and I was so busy with all the...
Oh, hi.
God. Well,
Ow.
never mind. God, those are the hardest enemies on the earth, dude. Oh,
Is he gonna...
before it bursts.
Oh,
Are they coming? Are they coming?
I don't know what's coming out.
Okay. Oh, it burst
Baby
the,
came out.
Oh, it burst the lurker.
Come on, show me your
Do your
tentacles.
thing, do your thing.
Goodbye. Bam.
Actually, for the suits, did you guys see all of the fun? I swear to God, I'm not stumping for motive at this point. But the bonus content suits that they had, they have like a unitology suit, and they have like Isaac is like a dead corpse walking around suit.
Yeah.
And there's one that's got hands on the helmet.
For like antlers, yeah.
Talk about having a good time with the design. And Motive's like, what can we do? And they're like, how about this? How about this? So that was pretty fun. I enjoyed those suits.
Running away
Don't
from
forget
them.
to lift the bridges. What's the story with Isaac being in Skate 3? Oh, that was mostly just a love letter, because, you know, it's an EA property, and, you know, Dead Space at that time had gotten good reviews, and fans loved it, and so they were like, hey, can we put Isaac in Skate? And we're like, of course, that would be lovely. And the dude behind me.
I know, I'm trying to run.
Obstruction on cargo bridge.
Yeah, what are your feelings on Isaac showing up in a bunch of other games? Skate, for example? Bring it on! It's like so much fun. It's all just a big love letter to Isaac. I think he should be allowed to be, you know, in as many properties as
Oh,
wants on
God.
feature. That's gonna be bad.
Please leave me alone.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Jesus.
Oh! This is the worst, most difficult level because like it's just a roundabout.
Yeah,
and you're just being
I'm like,
chased by
I'm
enemies
just
the
trying to
whole
get
time.
in front of all of them, and they keep coming up behind me.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Was there ever any idea to have Isaac die in the end of Dead Space 1?
Isaac can smash.
God, were we going to kill him? So this is obviously before Game of Thrones and before it was very fashionable to kill your protagonists. No, I don't think so. That ending where there was a scare, I think we just, because if you remember in Dead Space 1, he kind of just sits back. You get to see the face of the guy who had just been through all of this, and you get to have a moment of relief with him. And then he leans forward, and there's a jump scare. That was what Glenn wanted at the end of the game, because he wanted, you know, it to be a horror game through and through, including the ending beat. So that got in, and it was a really good idea. It really helped kind of put a clapper on it, and you're like, oh, what's going on? Nice cliffhanger there. But I don't think his death was ever on the table. So Isaac can smash, Isaac can skate, yeah.
What is going on here?
The suit with the horns has a necromorph head attached to his waist. Oh yeah, on its face, the word Nicole is spelled in marker language. Is that what that spelled? I saw that when I played it, that there was some marker language. Do you think it's Nicole's skull on the thing?
That would be
dark and great. Where'd the idea of the Brethren Moons come from? Was their origin ever discussed? Well, the idea of the Brethren Moons themselves was me and Ben putting together the final piece of the lore so that the series could escalate into Dead Space 3, and you finally got to Tau Volantis, and all that had a big mystery to unfold. And like, what are the markers up to? And it turns out it's just one big piece of ecology. They're just trying to eat entire planets, and markers are part of that, so that they can make more markers and go on and on and on. Wow. Look at all the skin blown off.
It was just
Of
bones.
the pregnant. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was gross.
Motive? How much work was that? What? That is not small. Wow, that's crazy. So, was their origin ever discussed? We kind of mentioned this earlier in the broadcast. No, we would want to have a good backstory as to who first created the markers. I think it's obviously created. You know, you want to do that justice. I was arguing it's probably like some doomsday device that got out of hand in a war, a civil war in some way, and then it obliterated the host culture, right? That would be very Dead Space for some piece of technology to have been made and then gotten out of control.
All right, let's try this again. And try not to die a
Yes,
horrible
sir.
death.
You got it?
I think so.
Were there any concrete plans concerning Lexine, her immunity to the marker signal, and the Oracle program? That was one other question someone had asked earlier. So there's another question about Brother Moons above that I want to get to. Lexine shows up a little bit, and then the Oracles definitely showed up in some of the DLC. Gosh, I'd have to remember what we did with Lexine. Did she get away? Oh gosh, sorry, I can't remember what happened with her. If she's alive, she would be welcome to come back into the series and do some stuff on Earth, depending. And she was special for some reasons. Gosh, I can't quite remember either. Yeah, she had an immunity that was useful to the plot in that story, so that's kind of what her role was. Brother Moons were so much scarier than the Death Star. Thank you. I always thought they were a product of a long forgotten war. Absolutely, yeah, I think that's the best way to do that.
Bam.
You kind of kept it deliberately slightly mysterious, leaving the concrete origins of the moon for later if needed. Absolutely, yeah, it wasn't needed to be rendered in frame for any of the plot or mystery of the Dead Spaces yet, so it just got left for later. No harm done. And
someone's behind me, aren't they?
yeah, that guy's good. So I think that kind of worked out. If we were going to go find the actual origin of the entire necromorphology, you'd go find some, we teased it as Tau Volantis. Oh, this is the home of the markers. And it turns out, no, it was just one of the races, a heroic race that stopped them from going on.
No, sorry.
We would probably want to then do the real origin of the markers and go to the place that they started. I bet there'll be a lot of cool fun stuff there.
Oh god.
Oh no.
This is not good. I'm surrounded. Okay, I'm gonna die. What is happening? This is so bad. This is...
Oh, you've gone the wrong
Please,
way.
I just want to get out. Let me out. I know there's the bridge that way.
Oh, no. Sorry, Brian.
I put the bridge up and I turn around. There's 8 dudes. Come on.
Okay, chat. What was our best weapons for getting through this fight? We don't have a store, do we?
There is the store. I feel like I could just put line gun things everywhere.
You have to take out the tentacles, by the way.
Yeah. I just was trying to run, because if you run away from them, they can't get you, but obviously that did not work.
I don't know if the moons merge into something bigger. I think the moons are the end state because they emit black markers, which then seed worlds, which then, once the world has a biosphere, it then necromorphizes into a convergence event, makes another moon, and just keeps going.
Let me see what I have.
No more legs, so yeah.
Yeah, rip.
We should do Dead Space 2 playthrough. Maybe we will. Stop trying to kill everything. Lexine escapes on an EarthGov gunship, just like the one Isaac and Ellie escaped on, and Lexine was never heard from again, and she was pregnant. Right, she's pregnant. I gotta go read that story.
Oh, buddy.
See what you're doing, okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Start using kinesis. I'm going to something. So there's the markers being a W&D going wrong. So you guys taking inspiration from Mass Effect or Halo for that? No, we were just using the way Dead Space just tends to work, which is that technology tends to go wrong. The answer is one thing, or people are hubristic about power, the want for power, and they do technical things that just go very poorly, like humanity. Trap the Altman living crap out of the air with the line gun traps.
Oh, yeah. That's probably what I'm going to do.
He also got through using kinesis with those insta-kill spikes on the walls.
Oh, are they insta-kill? I wish I would have known that.
Now you know. Was there an explanation of the white marker from the mobile game? What?
Did you work on the mobile game?
Yeah, I worked on all of it.
Okay.
Yeah, gosh, the white marker? Guys, you're going to have to remind me. The mobile game, was there a white marker? Yeah. Other than the Dead Space remake, what are your thoughts on other remakes like Resident Evil 2 and 3? I haven't played those, but after the Dead Space one, I think it's a good idea. How fun. It's a way to re-enjoy games you've loved, right? In a way that, as gamers, we haven't had a chance to do before. We're like many platforms beyond those original games. Look how beautiful and fun this is, and it's like, it's got all the same magic of the original game designs. Why not?
If I stomp this, will a baby come out?
It might. No. I don't know. Maybe.
I'm not going to do it. Clearance confirmed.
The force gun is what they're saying is pretty good.
Yeah. I really gotta figure out how I'm gonna try to not die here.
Vandal has a hallucination set in a desert and there's a white marker. What? What am I even... You know what, you guys? I literally was the writer and editor. I mean, I wrote the treatments and I was the final editor of all those to get through the games. Why am I not remembering all that? Okay. Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right, Brian, you ready?
Yeah.
These last levels are hard.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I got through most of the game with only dying like once or twice, and but not anymore.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good weapon.
Yeah, face me in battle.
See, the problem is you're always exposed in two directions, right? There's no real good way to make it.
Now face me. Okay, he just walked through it.
Why did he just walk through it?
I thought that was gonna slow him down a little bit. Come on. Alright,
Oh, what?
he literally
His
doesn't
leg
care.
armor didn't do. It does nothing. The goggles do nothing.
Okay, is this gonna hurt me? Please don't hurt me.
Oh.
Yep, it hit me.
I'm gonna sit here and make faces of stress to help Brian get through this.
Yeah, that's good. That's what I need.
Oh, that kind of helps.
A little bit.
I just shut those up. Oh, good. We're getting some retrieval going on.
Things are happening.
Good night. Hurt or mean. Such an easy, we won't judge you. No, we will suffer through and drag you with us.
All right, now that what I don't want is to walk across here, try and turn on the bridge, and have a million guys show up.
The spikes are tricky. Yeah, that's really
Okay, what? No, please, for the love of God. Bye.
Oh, you managed to do it. Now get that exploder. Oh, wow.
Eat shit. Okay.
Oh, not. Be careful what you wish for.
What am I supposed to do? Like, as soon as I go on there, 12 guys show up.
Triple laser line trap is ridiculous, though. Well, I think you need multiple ones at the entrance before that fight.
Yeah.
Line traps at either end, and then
Yeah.
you're going to have to just stasis them constantly and just blow them away.
Yeah.
But you've got to find time to get to the tentacle, too.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't turn on the bridge. That's probably stupid. I trapped myself in.
What's your favorite horror movie, Brian?
Alien.
Same.
Fishies.
Alien. It's almost...
Which makes sense that we're playing Dead Space.
Yeah.
But Alien. Yeah, I think I was saying last time,
And then Aliens after that.
Alien, when I first saw the original Alien film, it legitimately traumatized me.
Your rig is red because you hit your toes. It's true.
Exactly.
That's why my rig is red.
I was so scared, I started hallucinating because I was scared to sleep. It just completely traumatized me.
It took a long time to grow out of, for me to grow out of being viscerally scared, like unpleasantly affected by those movies. So it was hard to watch those when I was young. But
Yeah.
Alien is just such a masterpiece. Though.
Even now, I don't watch a ton of horror movies. I much prefer sci-fi. And if it's a sci-fi horror, then I'll like it.
Right?
Alien. I think Jurassic Park kind of counts at this point, even though it's not super scary. But Jurassic Park's obviously a fantastic movie as well.
All right, so this is just a survive problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have to. Wait, where are they? I know there's gonna be a guy.
Is there someplace in this level to stand?
Okay, really? Just bounce off of them. Let's try that
No,
again.
you didn't do that.
Face me. Bleh.
Well, that was effective. And
Yeah.
saved ammo.
Yeah, I'm gonna use these. Good idea, chat.
Good idea, chat. Oh god.
Okay, so I think they have
Use them
armor.
as well.
Eh.
You
Okay.
have to use your, oh god, you have to use your, it follows your point. Stuff.
I think it was. What did I miss? Bleh. Damn, those are
So
good.
Chuck, were you aware that 2 other media have the name Dead Space before Dead Space 2008? You know, I don't think we were.
Whoops.
The internet was only 4 years old at that point. The modern internet started in 2004. So I don't know that we do it at Google the way you would now for copyright infringement.
Is this going to be copyright infringement? We have to Google it.
How was working with Gunner? I asked him to sign my DS2 as a figure. He agreed overall. Gunner is the best human on Earth. I love him to death. He's such a good dude.
Why isn't my
to work
space
with.
stuff?
Like I said, he was like the quarterback, you know, of our efforts. He was just. I remember once we had a session. I've forgotten if this was 2 or 3. It was long. Motion chapter section, right? It was really, really big and long. And he was kind of at the end of his, you know, you can only act for so long in a day. It's really grueling. And he got to the end of the day, and I remember he was sitting on the set and he just kind of was like, okay, maybe we separate the men from the boys. Got to do another scene. And, you know, we're done. We don't know his act, so we don't know, you know, what it's like and how hard it is. And so he was just he was indefatigable. He was always up for anything all the time. He would always put everything he had into it. You can hear his performance. Like, he's just so into it. He's so great. He carries it.
Oh, good, yeah.
So, I don't know. I love Gunner to death. I think he's great. I am so happy for his success on this. The only thing I would have wanted to be a fly on the wall is in this production with Motive in this, and as they're getting to go through it all and recording it all and they're explaining it, and like, he gets to go through and enjoy Dead Space 1, you know, because he started on Dead Space 2, so it's really fantastic.
Oh yeah, you're right, because he obviously wasn't in Dead Space 1.
Yeah, he didn't get to enjoy Dead Space 1. He was just, you know, for Dead Space 2 only, so.
Gotcha.
Wow, you need stasis, not you. Is there a stasis recharge somewhere?
I thought there was one, maybe there's not.
So I don't know, I sit here and praise Gunner all day long. He's just great.
I'm gonna take this with me. Deep, 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 deep.
Will you guys watch the new game plus alternate ending after this playthrough? Well, I don't think, I think we have to play through the whole game again, right?
Well, we could just watch it on YouTube.
We might just YouTube watch it. That would be great.
Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
Where are you? More tentacles?
But I must admit, I was looking at the moons as building blocks for the incarnation of some kind of Lovecraftian god. Well, to be fair, I would maybe just consider the moons Lovecraftian. Because they were meant to be a Lovecraftian horror for sure. They're like a moon. Would you be interested in working with Motive in the future? Oh yeah, how lovely would that be? Of course, why not? It'd be fun to watch those guys on this stuff. Whose idea was it for that Dead Space trailer about the parents reacting to Dead Space gameplay? That was the head of marketing at the time, I think, had come up with this idea, I forget his name, about your mom hates Dead Space thing. Yeah, that was a pure marketing play.
Okay.
Oh man, that took so much health.
Oh god, this is bad. I missed. I missed again. Please just die. All of you, just die.
There you go. That was quite useful.
Okay, I think I killed them.
There's a movie and a comic, and the comic had alien vampires, and it kind of plays out like the original Dead Space. Really? Oh, Jesus Christ. No, sorry, we did not know that.
That's funny.
Oops. Was there any frustration to hear that EA greenlit a Dead Space remake after how things played out with Dead Space 3? No, absolutely not. Like I said, people have a big emotion about visceral closing and Dead Space 3 being the last game, but you know, it's sad, but it's not. People aren't making those decisions. Those decisions aren't emotional decisions. Those decisions aren't because people are being evil or trying to piss us off. Like, it's capitalism. That stuff happens for reasons, right? And so, you know, Dead Space 3 was sad it was the last one. It was sad Visceral closed. But there's not any, there's no animosity about Visceral getting a chance to visit the Love series, right? I think it's all totally fine. We were all very excited, as a matter of fact, when Dead Space got remake juice back on, because it meant that this, franchise is going to get a chance to see new life, given the difficult environment. Because you guys know, like, single-player game business model is really challenging in today's environment. Like, everything is all about subscription services and multiplayer, right? That whole model has kind of drifted into the past, and so it's difficult to justify spending this money on only a single-player experience. So, yeah, Dead Space Remake gets new life, we're all in. And look how beautiful it turned out.
I can get there from the computer core.
Recharge stasis. Reload gun, alt fire, then pulse rifle, alt fire. Okay.
Yeah.
No movement on the cameras.
Press dual on that wall in the upper corner, you gotta shoot. Did you get it?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Wasn't Hardline Visceral's last game? Was it?
I think it was the last shipped one, and then we were working on Star
We worked
Wars.
on that Star Wars with Amy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Warning.
Multiple systems failures.
Unable to read.
All right, we survived. Jesus Christmas.
I think there are some Visceral devs at Motive. Taylor Kingston is there. Hi, Taylor. He's been watching these with great fervor as well. And I don't know who else is there. Well, wait, that's a lie. I know that, well, from Visceral, I don't know. I know that Terry Calico is there as the sound designer. And there was, when I was doing a playthrough, one of these whole side quests talks about David Swenson, specifically David Swenson. He was one of the outstanding audio designers along with Don Becca on the first one. Don Becca was the audio director, and Swenson was one of the lead, okay, I forget titles, sorry, but he was one of the instrumental sound designers as well, so.
All right.
Did you get past it?
I did.
We did
Yay.
it! Oh, hard earned. Good job.
That was a lot.
I really want to know what Motive would do if they make an entirely new Dead Space game. You know, I am dying to know what that possibility is. Like, will they really be able to... Let's pretend they're going to do Dead Space 4 or remake Dead Space 3. Like, how much room do they have to do? I don't know what they did with the assets, Brian. Like, did they take our Geo?
I don't know. Oh, she's seen her brother.
No,
Don't let this
no.
place get to you. Kendra, we're out of time.
He's not there. I can make it if I run.
Let's see what happens with
Oh,
Kendra.
God.
Now, because Kyne is moving the shuttle in, right? And this is going to be where she double crosses Isaac. It's going to happen. Ooh, safe station.
Oh,
Fuck out of that.
we're finally back at the entrance.
So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with Motive, how much leash they're going to get. Like I said, you've got to do it like you were saying. You've got to do the budget
Oh,
within
no.
the revenue. Oh, no. We're going to attack.
Anomaly detected.
Classic.
Oh, boy, Brian. Here we go.
Activated.
I hope they get a chance to do their own game. They've certainly earned the right. Go tell 10 million of your friends, you guys. You want it remade. Make the numbers big. That's the end of everything. Let's go to this room. Oh, no.
Oh, this is going to be a bad room for me. Bleh.
Oh, you didn't reload your weapons. Yeah.
Oh, I was just out of ammo.
Oh, that'll do it every time. That's why I didn't reload. So it wasn't ammo.
Face me. Bleh.
What is that?
I don't know, but he was
that
gross.
brand new. Oh, look, all the skin is off.
Oh, what is this?
That is so
That was cool.
amazing.
Yeah, that one was gross. He was like all lanky.
Hammond's
Oh.
voice, I lost them both. I don't know if you couldn't hear it, but I just saw Hammond talking.
Yeah, Isaac is losing his marbles.
Use the iPhone.
Bleh. Look at this guy. This guy's
I
cool.
read about this, like Motive was excited
Oh,
about
God.
the skin system, and I've not really seen it because we haven't used the skin peeling weapons till now. Motive, that's a lot of work, you guys. That's nuts. That's so good. God's Motive. That's good. Look at these skeletons running after you. What? That's so good. Did you guys just build that for the force gun? Oh my lord.
That was great. Thank God for the force gun.
Quarantine lifted.
It is a labor of love.
Are you working on any games at the moment, and would you ever work with Motive to work on another Dead Space game? I am. I can't say what I'm working on. And yeah, of course I'd work with Motive. They're wonderful. Dead Space. Oh, if given the chance, would you rather remake Dead Space 3 or work on Dead Space 4?
Ooh.
The answer is yes and yes.
My name is Kendra Daniel. Stand by, Isaac.
How can
Oh, do I get to?
muscles?
Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to.
Oh,
fly
here we go.
to it.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. Here comes the
Look at the
shuttle.
ship.
Isaac, we can't run the automated loading control. Must be
Oh, I
connected
gotta
to the ship.
load it manually.
The hive mind is down there.
Kind marker by hand.
All right. No, don't worry, Amelia. They understand.
Oh no, this guy's losing his marbles.
Oh wait, what? Okay, so the shuttle showed up. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta turn off the gravity. Gravity.
Brian, look at the Ishimura sign once you're out at the hangar bay.
Okay.
Banana peel. Good question.
Blurk, 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 blurk.
Force gun's pretty good. I'm gonna try that on my playthrough.
Yeah.
Plasma cutter and force gun seem like the way to go.
Gravity controls.
I still get tickled when I see these environments now, and they're just casually so gorgeous and deep and rendered in cinematic lighting. It's just so good.
Whee!
Oh boy! Look at the Ishimura sign.
Ishimura sign? Oh.
Us is you.
Us is you.
Oh, that's good.
Look at this. This reminds me of the Matrix. Matrix 2 or 3 or maybe 1 when they have the ship, the Nebuchadnezzar that's got the little things on there.
Right? I should calibrate my answer too. You guys are asking if I would work with Motive. I'm not. My current employer don't think that I'm like, yeah, man, I'm like stumping to get out of there. I'm simply saying I think Motive is a great studio, and yes, they would be fun to work for, and it would be fun to work on the project, of course. Let's just realize I might get myself in trouble by being like, yeah, I don't know what's going on there. That's not what
Loader offline. Oh, hello, marker.
Oh, hello, Sideways Marker. Was this COG in the original, you guys?
I don't remember, because it would have been point to point, right?
Yeah, right. What were the inspirations for the Ishimura? Its design and function is so cool and original. Oh, thanks. You know, when we first started designing Dead Space, the original Dead Space, Glenn Schofield was really getting into like Arthur C. Clarke at the time, the author, and really was enjoying the really broad, bold world building that Arthur C. Clarke did and some of the ideas that he had in his storytelling. And he really encouraged us to get that big and don't just do simple, basic sci-fi, right? Don't do small scale sci-fi. Do some, mind-blowing, epic scale stuff. And so the Ishimura went from the ship we were on to a planet cracker. At that point, we're like, what if it cracks a whole planet? Oh my gosh, blah, and Glenn was always, oh, look at that, good stuff.
Bam.
Glenn was always in love with the idea then of a, a moon that had gone rancid. And the original marker actually was mostly a thing that had corked up an evil in a planet, and when we pulled it out, we released the evil. And that was a rancid moon of some kind of criminals that had gone bad there. And if we put it back in, that would save stuff. That persists in the story to this day, although obviously the lore, which just went bananas far away from that. But the Ishimura as a planet cracker and the size and the Betnex scale of all of it was from Glenn pushing us to have very Arthur, Clarke levels of sci-fi.
You're supposed to pull this?
I was supposed to do the side quest before we beat the coal. Do you guys think we should take the time? Oh, got time to do the Nicole side quest before we leave the Ishimura and go to the planet?
Meow.
Can you talk a bit about what the future of the story in your eyes would have been after Dead Space 3? Yes, I can. I'm gonna make a whole thing with Brian. I'm gonna hold his feet to the fire. We're gonna make a little chatty McChat about that. I would love to talk about Dead Space 4. Like I said, I have a bunch of ideas about that now. We always did. We had a plan for it. But I think Ben probably had a different set. I know that he was Ben Monat, the creative director of Dead Space, for 2 and 3.
Ow.
Right? He wanted to use Ellie, I think, as an character, which I would love as well. But I'll talk about it a different time.
Another day.
Another day.
There it is.
All right, let's see if they kept it. Does Kendra do the thing?
I need to restore gravity before we can load it.
Hurry, please.
Oh, I need to restore gravity. Meow. We fly around all day. Look, he's got a little Iron Man
So
thing.
they want us to do the Nicole quest before we go. Evil Moon in the end, right?
What can I
Yes,
not
one of the
refer to?
posters in Ishimura is a movie called Rancid Moon. That is literally an homage to the very opening idea Glenn had about the franchise. So that's what that's from. Honestly, I really like the idea that I really like the science that's actually behind the idea of planet cracking. So one of the rules we had on Dead Space making it was we had hard science rules as opposed to soft science rules. Soft science means it's more like fantasy, like it's just sort of poetic logic connects things. You don't have to have, you know, a lot of actual science. Hard science is more like Star Trek. It's like actual science fiction and not fantasy logic and stuff. So yeah. I'm glad you like that. A friend of mine had an idea that the planet crackers could be used to kill brother moons. Gosh, wouldn't that be crazy for the Ishimura to come back at Dead Space 4 and save the world by attacking brother moons? Maybe, huh? So don't forget before you take off to do the Nicole side
I'm gonna do the Nicole one.
If you feel, are you feeling it?
Sure, if you want to do it.
Yeah, I think we've got time. How do you think we're doing on time?
I got time.
I got time. You guys got time, chat? How's it going?
Yeah, help.
They'll miss on extra dialogue with Nicole if they wait until you get back to it. Nicole time. Yeah, I'm a big, in writing, it's what's called a callback or a runner, where it would be pretty epic to have the Ishimura come back and be instrumental in the defeat of the forces that it unleashed. That would be a redemption arc for the Ishimura.
Oh, even the ship gets an arc.
The ship gets an arc. Although in Dead Space, redemption isn't really a theme, right? We have much more of a hubris in technology theme leads to humanity's demise, right? Like nothing ever goes well in Dead Space. Everything always goes bad. So that might not be welcome, but I think it would be pretty poetic.